Hi lovelies, welcome back to Slice of Heaven Skincare channel. Today we're going to be making the dark knuckle treatment and knuckle maintenance oil, so stay tuned. Hi lovelies, welcome back. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that you're working on a well sanitized work surface, okay? And all the equipment you're going to be using have to also be well sanitized. The first product that I'm going to be talking about as part of our formula is the Vit Gold Rosewater Oil. Now this oil is super amazing for skin rejuvenation, skin repair, and clearing out dark areas. So we're going to be using this, and it's going to be our base oil for this formula. Mind you, this is a BiFace oil, so it contains both a water phase and an oil phase formula. So we're going to be combining two kinds of phases. So we're going to be combining a water phase and an oil phase so that we can have one product, and that's a BiFace oil. Okay, so next ingredient is our mulberry extract. This is a glycerin, by the way. It's not like the mulberry extract, you know, the botanical standard one. This is made with glycerin. Okay, so the mulberry just gets extracted into the glycerin. The next star ingredient has got to be our snow white oil. Now guys, this oil is super amazing. This is our unique snow white oil formulated by us. This is super amazing. It contains a number of actives from tranexamic acid, to abatin and ellagic acid, and quite a number of stuff. Good stuff actually. Next one is ozone oil, and this is our penetration enhancer. It's going to help our oil do the job, get into the skin and lighten these dark areas, as well as maintaining our knuckles so that they're not so dark and they look healthy and glowy and beautiful. So the next thing that we're going to be doing is actually combining our water phase. Okay, so this particular snow white oil is formulated as a hydrous formula. Okay, so that means it contains water, it contains glycerin, it contains humectants, and quite a number of water soluble actives. Okay, so this is the first part of our formulation. Okay, so I'm just adding the snow white oil, which is water based, into my beaker. I'm going to be using 25% because I'm making a 50-gram batch. So that would translate to 12.5 gram worth of the snow white oil. So the next ingredient I'm going to be adding is going to be the mulberry extract. And in this case, the mulberry extract made from glycerin. Okay, so this is our mulberry glycerites. And I'm going to be adding 10%. Okay, so the mulberry glycerite or the mulberry extract would help to also lighten dark areas and also moisturize our hands. Okay, so I added that at 10%, which translates to 5 gram. So basically, what we want to do now is give it a very good stir. Okay, so you want to mix your snow white oil and your mulberry extracts. You want to mix them together, just combine them together, use your spatula and just mix it all together very nicely. You can see that it all incorporates nicely because the mulberry extract is also water based. Okay, so you can see that it just combines nicely with the snow white oil, which is also water based. So next I'm going to be adding my ozone oil. Now ozone oil is a penetration enhancer. So this is a product or an active that really helps your products to penetrate your skin faster than if you had just made the product on its own. Okay, so it helps you really get benefits from your actives and helps the products work faster and better, and it penetrates the skin very nicely. So you want to be using the water soluble ozone oil for these particular phase. Okay, so just add that at 4%, which translates to 2 grams, and just stir and stir and stir, and make sure that you give it a good stir. Okay, so in the next beaker, we're going to be doing our oil phase. Okay, so the oil part of our formulation. Don't forget that we're making a BiFace formula, which contains part water-based products and part oil-based products. Okay, so in this phase, we're just going to measure out our Gold rose water oil, which is our base oil, and we're going to be using, this is like the QS, so basically you're going to be needing about 29 grams of this oil. Okay, so just measure that properly into your beaker. Ensure that you get an accurate measurement. Oops, see, I did spill some, so I'm just going to clean that up before I proceed. I really like a very tidy work surface. Maybe I have a little bit of OCD, I'm not sure. But yeah, I just really like it when I'm working and everywhere just is squeaky clean. So I'm just going to quickly just clean that up, and we'll get along with our production, our formula. Okay, so next thing we want to do is add our oil phase, or our oil part of the formula, into the water part of the formula. Okay, so like I'm doing, just add everything, and make sure everything goes in, and just begin to mix. Okay, so you see I'm taking my time to make sure that every drop goes in. This is a 50-gram batch. Don't worry, I'm going to list everything out in the description box. I'm going to list out the formula so the percentage of what you need to add. And also another thing is, please make sure that you're using an accurate scale. Make sure that you're getting the right ingredients so that you can really get the benefits of this oil. This is a fantastic product. It is efficient in lightening dark knuckles. It is efficient in keeping them maintained and keeping them from getting darker. Okay, so you want to also exfoliate, don't forget. So having done that, I'm going to move along to add our next ingredient, which is our sodium lactate. Now this is going to serve as a humectant, drawing moisture to our skin and also moisturizing our skin. So this is why I'm also adding this to our formula. Okay, so I'm just going to add that at about 2%, which translates to 1 gram. Okay, so I'm just going to add that into the beaker where we already combined our water part and our oil part of our formula. Okay, so I'm going to add that, and I'm going to stir it very, very well. Okay, so I stirred for a bit with my spatula, and then I went ahead to use what's it called now? I went ahead to use a frotter to just combine it properly. So the thing is, you need to really, really mix it properly. Okay, now don't panic when you see that you have the separation of the oil and the water phase. Don't forget, we are making a BiFace product, and a BiFace product means that you have an oil phase and you have a water phase. So you have two unique formulas, basically, an oil, a hydrous one and an anhydrous one. Okay, anhydrous one. I always get that, I don't know. I get that word funny sometimes. But yes, so I'm just using my frotter to mix it properly. Don't worry, this is going to separate because it is a BiFace. Bi means two, so you have two phases in this particular product. And the good thing about it is that you can have all the benefits of your water phase and all the benefits of your oil phase in one formulation. That's the beauty of the BiFace products. Okay, and it's really great when you're making oils too, because it is very aesthetically pleasing. You have like this two-tone color that looks so beautiful as well. So I have used my frotter. As you can see, I'm just going to go back with my spatula to mix it in properly so it looks, a bit, frotty. The next thing I'm going to do is, after I just, combine nicely, I'm going to cover it. Yes, I'm going to cover it with a foil. You can use a foil, you can use a cling film, whatever you have. Make sure it's well sanitized, and then you want to cover up your oil and let it sit for a few hours. When it does sit, you're going to notice that all the bubbles that you got from frotting the product or mixing the products will have dissipated, like it would have gone away. Okay, so I'm just going to, you can see how beautiful it looks though. Like, it's beautiful. But when it sits, you're going to actually see the actual BiFace look. Okay, so you're going to see that it has two looks to it when it has sat for a bit and we bottle it up. So I'm just going to leave this, like I said, for it to just sit for a bit and for the foam and everything to just go away. Okay guys, so you can see what it looks like after it's sat for a while. You can see all that foam is gone and it looks so gorgeous. And you can see the two pads of the formula. You can see the oil phase up above and the water phase down below. It is so good to look at. It is just gorgeous to look at. What do you think, guys? So next I'm just going to prepare the bottles. Okay, so when you want to package this bottle, this oil rather, sorry, when you use a clear bottle like this, like you use a dropper bottle like this, it's very aesthetically pleasing. So if you're making this for sale, your customers are going to be attracted by the color and all of that when you use a transparent bottle. And that's what I'm going to be using just for the purpose of this video, to pack up our oil. But on the other hand, using an opaque bottle is ideal. Now, don't forget that most of the ingredients we use have very good actives, especially the Snow White oil. It contains, really good actives like abatin, tranexamic, ellagic, and all of that. And you want to make sure that, of course, your actives can last longer, so they can work very well and be bioavailable in your formula. So that's why I prefer to use opaque bottles, for oils like this. Okay, so I'm going to use the transparent one for the purpose of this video, but later on I'm going to transfer it into the opaque one. That's this white one that I have right here. Okay, so you could choose actually, of course, use a transparent one if that's what you prefer, and if you wanted to, attract your customers, but so you can see how beautiful the oil looks in a transparent dropper bottle. This is so beautiful. You can see like the oil phase up and then the water phase down. So it's just really pleasing to look at. Okay, so you could decide to use this, but storage must be like in a dark area that is also dry, to make sure that your active lasts longer through the duration of time that you have to use it. Also, shake vigorously when you intend to use this oil so that you can mix both parts together. Apply to the area you intend to treat and massage it in very, very well. Okay, so this will treat or lighten dark knuckles and will also maintain your knuckles and your hands from getting darker. Okay, so basically you want to use this at night because it has really good actives, and you also want to exfoliate your hands at least twice a week while using this to maintain your knuckles. When you notice that your knuckles are getting darker, you bring out your beautiful, amazing oil and you begin to apply regularly at night, and this will begin to lighten your knuckles again, lighten your hands again, and you don't have to worry about really dark hands anymore. So don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Please turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I drop a video. Like, share, leave a comment, ask your questions in the comment section, and I'll be sure to leave all the details in the description box for you. Thank you so much for watching, my loves. Have a wonderful day. I love you. Bye.